objects as well as promotes them to use just objects in their surrounding, like kind of like what we did today, pick something out of your backpack. So if we want to like pull out a problem card and show them like the things that they could be doing,
build a wagon.
So you might need to build a wagon, and then they'll pull 3 object cards, like it might say, you know, a chair or a rope. And then from this, it's one of the examples we had done before was build a bridge. So this is an example of what these kids could create. And so from this, it allows them a chance to work in open spaces and move around instead of being stuck to a chair, collaborate with others, and really helps to foster design thinking at a very early age. So the Happy Box.
Measure. And we are dealing with toxic water and soil in Rhode Island, and what we realized was in education there's research going on about this. In government there are multiple agencies. This is all in Rhode Island. In the population there are multiple cultures, and nobody's talking to each other. And we need them all to talk to each other so that they have good health.
So we came up with this idea of Measure, which it has 2 elements. It's a meter that helps detect what's in our water, and the idea behind that is to empower people through engaging them in their learning process and empower them with knowledge. Then what the people do is share the data, so it's like a community-powered database of information. I should mention that it's a public and private partnership. So we have the government as part of this process. So the government can take the information, and one of the strongest results of people using this meter is that then there will be some pressure on the government of Rhode Island to actually do something about it, because it's like the voice of the people, but it's also scientific information, data. So do you want to explain how
basically the concept is we have distributable canisters that you put water and soil samples in from here all over our neighborhood. These are distributed through community centers, libraries, educational health centers, educational centers, and then basically you come to a central location where the analyzer device is, enter the address where your soil comes from, enter your soil into the analyzing module, and that's going to basically give you a readout of different toxicity levels in your water as well as your soil. And then this interfaces with a computer that uploads all this information about toxicity and location to a central database. That's how we're pulling all the data together. And then also it gives the person who brought those samples in next steps, depending on the toxicity levels that they read out, next steps on what you should do now to ensure that if you're toxic, get it cleaned up. If you're not, good for you.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. So, just to remind you guys that these ideas and these products didn't exist in the world an hour and a half ago. So, throughout the rapid prototyping session, we encourage them to think wrong, to think big, and to make stuff. And so now this group is
Home Tree.
Home Tree.
We've come together and designed an organization rather than a product. And Home Trees is a community project that targets families with low incomes or to middle incomes in suburbia who are struggling to make their mortgage payments and just need a supplement to just get by to the next month. And our organization would go to these families through community spaces such as coffee shops, grocery stores, religious spaces, or sporting events, and get these families and introduce them to entrepreneurs who need space to start their business or to have a storefront. And you would have just enough to get by the next month and the next month until they're on more stable ground, and so they don't ever have to be displaced from their homes.
Great. Thank you very much.
Oh, there's one more.
One more minute. 90 seconds of time. And last but not least, Fish Light.
Fish Light.
Fish Light.
Yeah. These are new sponsors.
Go DNR.
All right. Not sure how I can follow that up. So we are with Fish Light. We are harvesting the natural productive power of bioluminescent fish to light up communities. So this is specifically bringing light to post-disaster coastal communities. So a quick description is that you have a bioluminescent fish, it gets agitated with something, and it produces natural, purely sustainable light. So what we've done is designed this interactive street lamp, which allows, it's full of seawater, and you have a grate that during the day it brings the fish down into the safe darkness, and at night it brings them up into this fish bowl with a reflective surface over top that helps to project the light down. Now, there are a couple of other peripheral things that are built around this. In the inputs, you have obviously the sun, the sky, the salt water that's being brought in, you have the feeding, so it creates this whole community of people who are contributing to it. As far as outputs are concerned, you have the light, you have the safety, you have entertainment for kids and little animals, you have all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, and also during the day itself, the sun is used to reclaim fresh water from the salt water itself. So at the very bottom of this, touching across the entire street, you have a spigot for fresh water for people that need it. So this is Fish Light. You use the sea to see. So.
Thank you for your time, and if you guys have any questions for the groups, feel free to talk to them. Who knows, next year it might actually live, the Fish Light might live next year here. Thanks again. If you guys have any questions about Project M, or Thinking Wrong, or anything, come up to me, and thank you. Thank you.